Israel bombs Iran's state TV after threatening it would disappear. The strike on the secure media compound during a live broadcast is highly symbolic as tensions between Israel and Iran soar. News: Israel bombs Iran's state TV after threatening it would disappear. The strike on the secure media compound during a live broadcast is highly symbolic as tensions between Israel and Iran soar. Sahar Imami live on Iranian state TV moments before the Israeli strike hit. Sahar Imami live on Iranian state TV moments before the Israeli strike hit IRIB. Israel has attacked the Iranian state broadcaster IRIB and interrupted a live broadcast with an explosion, marking another escalation in the conflict with Tehran and replicating its previous attacks on news media targets in Gaza, the occupied West Bank and Lebanon. TV anchor Sahar Imami denounced Monday's aggression against the homeland and the truth as a blast went off and smoke and debris filled the screen. The footage then showed her fleeing the studio as a voice is heard calling, "God is greatest." The attack came shortly after the Israeli military issued a threat for Tehran's District 3, where IRIB's headquarters is located, and Defense Minister Israel Katz said, the Iranian propaganda and incitement mouthpiece is on its way to disappear. Iran's Ministry of Foreign Affairs spokesman Esmail Baghaei accused Israel of committing a wicked act that constitutes a war crime and of being the #1 killer of journalists and media people. The Committee to Protect Journalists (CPJ) has counted 178 journalists killed in Gaza by Israel since October 2023, making it the deadliest conflict for media workers ever recorded. The UNSC United Nations Security Council must act now to stop the genocidal aggressor from committing further atrocities against our people, Baghaei wrote on X. The CPJ said it was appalled by Israel's attack on Iranian state TV and argued impunity for the killings of Palestinian journalists had emboldened the country to target media elsewhere. This bloodshed must end now, the organization said on X. Quarters was attacked because the Iranian media are precisely targeting the depth of the enemy's media strategy. In a statement quoted by the semi-official Mehr news agency, he said employees at the national media outlet loudly declare their determination to play their roles in the hybrid war initiated by Israel. Iranian journalist Yunus Shadlu said many of his colleagues were inside the building when the Israeli attack happened. "I don't know how many of my colleagues are still inside right now," he reported from outside the burning building in Tehran. "We had been given evacuation warnings, but everyone stayed until the very last moment to show the true face of the Zionist regime to the world." Al Jazeera's Dorsa Jabari said the strike was highly symbolic because it targeted an entity with close links to the Iranian government. The head of the network is appointed by the supreme leader directly, so it is a significant part of the establishment, Jabari said. "This is going to be a great shock for the Iranian people," she continued. The station is located in a large, fortified complex that has a long history dating back to the 1940s. The channel is the most watched inside Iran, and Imami is a renowned anchor. The attack should, therefore, be seen as a huge message for Iran and the general public, and it is going to create all kinds of fears, Jabari said. Al Jazeera's Tohed Asadi, reporting from Tehran, said Israel targeted a glass building known as the IRIB's Central Building. The live broadcast was briefly disrupted, but Imami went back on TV shortly after the blast, which would likely increase her popularity, the journalist said. The number of victims remains unclear. Fouad Azadi, professor of international relations at the University of Tehran, said he feared there would be a lot of casualties from the attack. "It's a huge building," he told Al Jazeera. Iran's news channel is located on the first floor. It has 4 floors, and on every floor, you have at least 200 to 300 people working. Azadi said he expected the attack to spark international outrage and be condemned by international media outlets. The Israeli military confirmed in a statement that it has bombed the building of Iran's state broadcaster in Tehran. This center was used by the armed forces to promote military operations under civilian cover, while using its own means and assets, it said, without giving any evidence for its accusations. Late on Monday, Iran issued evacuation warnings for Israeli news channels. Iran has issued an evacuation warning for the N12 and N14 channels of Israel. This order comes in response to the hostile attack of Zionist enemy against the Islamic Republic of Iran's broadcast